Hey bitches, welcome back to my channel. I'm sitting here with my friend Vanessa. It's me, Vanessa Duh, here on YouTube and all other social media. All of her information is going to be down below, and I know that everyone on the internet by now has heard the very shocking news to me, actually, that Jeffree Star and his boyfriend Nathan have broken up. But I don't really want to focus on that in this because I don't think it's nice to go after someone's relationship like that or talk about someone's relationship like that. I think that there's been enough speculation has gone on. I have witnessed so much speculation today on the internet to the point where one channel out there, I don't even know if you would call her a channel anymore, did not even give like a grieving process for Jeffree Star because she has a hard-on for him that bad that she said, oh yeah, Nathan is out in Malibu right now with another woman, and I think that's just so tacky. But
it's gross.
It's gross.
It's beyond gross, honestly.
It has literally been so insane today online that I just literally signed off Twitter. I was like, this is disgusting. Yeah. Like, the people going after Jeffree Star, look, you don't have to like him, you don't have to love him, you don't have to support him at all, but come on. If somebody was coming at you on the internet about a relationship that you had for 5 years where you were madly in love with someone, you wouldn't want that to happen, and you would probably want to lash out and not be a very nice person. But
I wouldn't blame him if he did.
I wouldn't blame him either. And you know what? It has taken so much restraint for him because we all remember Jeffree Star used to really go after people for like the smallest things. And this is something that is so major, and he has actually been very, very good. Like, he's been off of Twitter for a while now, and he really hasn't. Good. It has, but it also left a lot of speculation out there, and people were really running with it. I saw a few drama channels before this even broke, like maybe 3-4 days ago, say, did Jeffree Star and Nathan break up? Like, I don't really think that's tea. I don't think someone's relationship is really tea. Like, a lot of people are accusing myself and some other channels of talking about Jaclyn Hill and her ex-husband when they were going through the divorce. I never spoke about her divorce. There's actually a video of me on YouTube saying that I think it's very tacky to talk about someone's divorce because I wouldn't want that to happen to me. But I have talked about Jaclyn Hill going after John Hill, that's her ex-husband's name, his ex-girlfriend now, who is Ashlyn, because she clapped back at her on Twitter. That is tea right there. She was going after her, so therefore, I felt like,
that's different.
It was a cat fight.
Cat fight's different.
A lot of speculation.
There is.
Tacky.
And it's
E-Online, E-News, E-Online, Team, like, there was a bunch of people that were talking about this. They were trying to say that they broke up before the news even broke, because there were signs here on social media. Like, Jeffree Star was not following the brother, was not following Nathan, because Nathan deleted his social media about 2 months ago, I believe, because there was a little bit of drama with that. But also, he took off wifey to Nathan. Which was a key factor for a lot of people. They were like, oh my god, they broke up. It's like this whole thing. But a lot of people are speculating that his mother, who is ill right now, that she passed away. His grandma, who is 102 years old, passed away. And they even went so far as to say, like, oh, we live in Hidden Hills where Jeffree lives, and we saw a hearse outside of his house, and tried to make up all of this stuff. But now you have people speculating that Nathan and Jeffree broke up because Nathan has actually been seeing a woman in Malibu. And it's like, you couldn't give him a day.
But
maybe a week.
You know what, though? It's just gross. It's like, just to say, like, someone died or this person died, obviously that's not true. And people were swearing that, oh, I saw this, I saw this, I saw this. It's just beyond rude. It's none of your business. If he chooses to share it, if he wants to come out and say it, then obviously he's so public, he kind of has to address it in a way, even though I really don't feel like he does, but he kind of does. You know what I mean? To shut the speculation down. But then it's a double-edged sword for him, because as soon as he does, there's like, oh, well, Nate's doing this or this person's doing this, and people are going to tweet nasty things. It's like, you weren't there, you weren't in their relationship, you weren't a fly on the wall, it wasn't you guys. You know, there's always multiple sides of the story. It's not a good look. It's rude. You know, you don't want someone talking about your relationship. It's just, move the on. That's not tea. Someone's like personal life where they're obviously hurting and in pain emotionally,
but to go for the jugular even at that moment, because you can, like, as I said, you can dislike someone and you cannot support them and all that, but god damn, you go for the jugular, trying to start spreading a rumor that Nathan is now living in Malibu with another woman. I mean, I tweeted out
thought that he needs to have.
I tweeted out about the channel that put that on Instagram, and Jeffree actually responded to it, basically saying, like, you know, this is vile. Nathan is actually in the room with me right now. He's not in Malibu, so it's kind of just disgusting to start that rumor like that. And I don't know. I have to offer, like, my condolences, I guess, to Jeffree Star and to Nathan both, because you could watch them over the years. You could tell they really loved each other. So it was very shocking. But you know,
hope they get back together.
There was a Twitter account that predicted this. That in 2020, or it was like into 2019, they were going to break up. And I know that I think that Jeffree in his video said that they had been broken up for a while. They just grew apart. And that's fine. I think that's what people don't understand is you're allowed to grow apart from someone. And you can still be friends with that person after the fact, because not everyone breaks up in like a malicious or like any kind of way like that. Not me. Not me, because girl.
I do. I do. You Yeah. I'm gonna get you.
So I have to offer my condolences on that. But now let's talk about Tati Westbrook and her new item that she came out with.
Yes.
A powder puff. Tati Westbrook has come out with a powder puff, and you guys know on this channel I love Tati. I actually picked up 2 of these Blendifuls because I want to see what it does for myself. I think what sold me the most on her powder puff was
Is it
one.
a powder puff or a poof?
I think it's a powder puff.
I thought it was poof.
I think it's a powder puff because that's literally you could just.
But it's no, because she said it's more than just powder.
She said that you can do, she said that you can do liquid and powder on it at the same time because it bends so much. I feel like that would make your makeup look muddy. And then even in her video, she was like, I have more than one for myself. I do liquid with one. I do powder with the other. So obviously you have to buy more for $18. And you have to think of the cost of making this poof. This little powder puff. It's got to be like 50 cents to $1 to make this thing, literally. So, and she's selling it for $18.
Hey,
so the markup, we must applaud Tati Westbrook on that. But I don't know. I've always liked Tati. I love her pills, the vitamins that she's come out with. I love those. Yeah. I think they actually do work, even though people got onto her the first time because they were like, you're selling vitamins. Is that really like good for your subscribers? Some of them are younger. Some of them are underage. But honestly, if they're going to be buying pills online, then they should consult their parents. 100%.
Well, yeah, you think they wouldn't have their own debit card or credit card to do it with, so you gotta ask mama.
Well, and nowadays you can just go into the store and get you one of those little gift cards.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Get your little Visa gift card. But a powder poof. Because I remember when she first said she was coming out with it, she said this was going to be like revolutionary, it was going to be groundbreaking, game changing, you have to have it, which I get. It looks cool that you can like bend it and do like your contour and all that. What sold me though, the most, was how she was flicking up her bronzer into the hair. Because when I put on the Tom Ford bronzer, I do it on the brush. Right. And since I have platinum hair normally, it gets all up in it and does not look good. Yeah. And it's hard to get it out of there. Just so you guys know, if you have platinum hair, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So she was just taking it, and it was like it was flicking it up into the hairline, but not getting all over the hair. Okay. So that's what sold me on it. So I have 2 coming. I'll let you guys know if it's good or not.
Maybe it was just the technique in which she did it, not the not the application. It's like, you know what I mean? What she was applying it with.
It could have been, but also there are other poofs out there.
There are.
People on Twitter were not that happy with her. They were kind of like, this markup is insane. You can get one from Krylon, I think, for $5. You can go on Wish even and find poofs. My mother used to have a poof.
I have one. My mom's poof. Do you know what I have a poof in?
Oh.
Remember, I love this. From my setting powder, I truly love the air. I think it's like air spun or air spin or whatever.
That's one that Patrick Starrage uses.
Yeah, and it has a big poof, and you just pat the poof.
Is it? But could you bend it? And do you think you could do your contour?
It's really soft. I could just take it with my finger, push my finger down, and bend it.
But her poof.
Wait, I do that because I do it under here really hard.
But can you make it into a point?
Yeah, I just take my finger.
Because she said you can put it into a point, and then you can get perfectly in like the corner, and you can just blend out your concealer and all that. In all honesty, she said it works great for hair too, because you know that line people get.
I do that here, and I do it here.
A little greasy right now, but. You don't mind if I had my poof.
It's good for the skin.
I had my poof.
It's good for the skin.
If I had my poof, I could get rid of the glow.
You know what I'll say though? When I first saw the pictures of it, I thought it was going to be one of those really I've never had ones. I want to try it. But those towels that remove makeup really well.
A makeup eraser. That's what I said to you earlier today. It's the same texture it looks like as a makeup eraser. And I am kind of curious to go and buy a makeup eraser and see if it actually is the same texture. And see if it is. But I mean, I don't think it would do the same thing.
I don't know.
Maybe, could you imagine half your face with a makeup eraser and half your face? If anybody out there is a makeup artist or they have a YouTube channel where they do makeup, do a half and half because that looks like the same texture to me. But
you should tell Lou to do it. Do a half and half.
A poof. Maybe she's going to come out with her own foundation. I would support it.
She could have released it together. That would have been great.
I thought, you know what I really thought that her next launch was going to be, since she said it was going to be like, you have to have it.
I thought she was going to do skincare or something.
No.
Because she has such beautiful skin, and the vitamins, it would kind of go with it.
Well, she wanted beauty from the inside out.
Inside out, okay.
So I thought it was going to be a primer. Because a lot of people swear that you need a primer. And I thought it was going to be a primer that would help with the glitters in her palette. Because some people said that those glitters could be very messy. Yeah. I personally, when I swatched it, the glitter came like right off my finger and all that. But I thought it was going to be a primer. Do I think that this is revolutionary? I don't. I agree with Margot Indigo, when I was talking to her. She said she should have come out with the poof, but also done it as a set with Tati's own version of a beauty blender.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
Because that would have made more sense for a lot of people for the liquid products out there, because if you use, Margot said, if you use a really light foundation or if you use a really dark foundation, then it's going to stain your poof.
Yeah, it will.
And you have to wash it. If you use a liquid, you have to wash it.
Poofed.
You would have to wash it all the time.
A poofed.
Yeah. So I'm excited about the poof. I ordered 2 of them.
If you wash it, what if it messes it up?
Nope. She said you can wash it. She said you take it, put it in a little lingerie bag. Like, you know, like a delicates bag.
Yeah.
Throw it in there, wash it like that. But she also said you can do it in the sink with soap and water. So we're going to see. Easier. We're going to see. And she said just take your hair dryer, blow it if you don't want to, like, wait for it to dry. We're going to see, you guys. With, like, I'll let you know the true tea.
The beauty blender, you get it damp and it, like, really pushes your stuff in. What if the poof has, like, all these different options?
She said it does. She uploaded her video introducing the poof and said that she's going to come with a video showing her full face routine.
Of how to use it. Well, that's good.
I personally think that she should have had, like, a 3-minute introducing the poof. And then
she should have showed herself already doing it.
And then a look. Yeah. Well, she showed, like, little clips of her doing the makeup, but it wasn't enough for you to learn the technique. Yeah. Because I think if people don't watch her video on how to do it, there is going to be a learning curve.
What if from now on with her YouTube videos, she's going to, when she's doing her makeup, she's going to start doing the poof? What
if she doesn't?
Then I think people will question, why are you not using your poof, girl? Huh?
Why, Tati? Why? Now, she swears she's been using it for a very long time, but I feel like everyone that comes out with the product says, I've been using this for years.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see the reviews of this, because I don't think everyone's going to watch her video on it. I think there's going to be a learning curve, and I think that people will give it a negative review if they can't figure out how to use it, which I don't think is fair. I don't think it's fair. Well, I think it's just like watching a tutorial. Like, you have to learn how to use a product.
Right. For me, though, okay, so when I, like, my skin, you know, I have, like, really textured skin because I used to break out really, really bad. I have very, very, very big pores. Like, thank the Lord you can't see it right now. But I have really, really, really big pores.
That's one thing she said about this. She said,
what?
Because she went into, like, if you use a primer, don't use a moisturizing primer with it. A pore blurring primer.
That's what I have to use.
That's what she said is the perfect one to use with the poof.
Okay, so, well, I already used that. But for me, like, I don't mind the beauty blender, but I prefer to put on with a brush because I can blur and blend better. And that's better for me with my textured skin.
She said the poof is better than a brush.
Well, I would like to put the poof to the test.
She said the poof.
Because I have problematic skin. Not as problematic as other people. That really have to work to cover, like, acne and stuff. I mean, trust me, I got some zits. But since I have all these, like, you know, huge big pores in my face, I'm curious if someone like me, if it would work for me. Because Tati has beautiful, flat, porcelain-looking soft skin.
But she has the pores, too. She's bad.
But her pores are nothing compared to mine.
But
mine
you know what also, though? But what also, though, with these people that do that, like Tati and all that, they're getting the lasers.
That's what I'm
saying.
They're
getting the treatments. They're doing all of this.
They're doing the most.
So,
yeah. Will it work for someone like me?
Yeah.
I don't know.
We'll find out. So with that said, everyone, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Once again, condolences to Jeffree Star and Nathan right now.
Sorry.
I think that's anyone that has been in a long-term relationship and has been in love and has broken up with someone knows how it feels. Personally, I've never been in love, except with myself.
I said the damn truth.
Go follow Vanessa down below. All her information is there. I love you, bitches, and I'll see you guys in my video tomorrow. Bye.